The Jurassic World toy line, released in 2015 from the company Hasbro, has been regarded as many JP fans of one of the worst toys they've ever seen from the Jurassic Park line ever since, well, Jurassic Park 3. Now, I find that a shame really, because Jurassic Park 3 is not really the worst toy line of all, but it still produced good quality toys, even though, despite being repainted over and over and over again. But, give them credit, at least they came up with sculpts that looked good, well, and new, rather than just repainting them over and over. But, the toy line can be said for Jurassic World. Same thing though, but all in all I think about Hasbro right now, because, well, back then, in 2015 or 2014, I was so hyped up for these figures. And actually really wanted to buy basically all of them. But I was like, now, rethinking my opinions, like on these toys actually having crappy quality and such, I'm like, well, if I think about it a lot more, these toys weren't actually very good to begin with. Well, Jurassic World wise, not Jurassic Park, because Jurassic Park, the previous 3 films, had good toys. But the Jurassic World line has produced toys that are in the quality of either good or bad or just god awful. But hey, I'm here to finally explain my thoughts, my recent thoughts on the toy line of all the toys that we collected so far, me and my little brother. And I'm going to be taking a look at some of them that I haven't reviewed, but hey, this is just a video explaining my thoughts being retrended for, well, just for this particular video. Sorry for me constantly stuttering and stuff. I just need to get this video out of the way. Also, before I even want to go on to review this entire line, I am going to be expressing my thoughts on the new hybrid toy line. For this line, it's actually better than Jurassic World first toy line, but despite having to be repaints, they have better repaints. These are great repaints in my opinion. They have done at least a good job, because these things, although horrible quality, but they have that kind of quality that goes good with their repaints. Because, hey, it's just like the previous 2 lines, or better yet, previous 3 lines, where they repaint their dinosaurs in the different colors and to give them a different paint job and stuff, making them look like, well, different dinosaurs and stuff. But that's just my opinion. The hybrid line is like still going on right now, but there's a lot of flaws with that line, especially with their own Grady figure that I have actually decided not to get for some reason, because even though I have my custom Owen, I'll still stick with that. But anyways, all in all, without me going off topic, let's go on to this video and seeing the many toys that we've gotten, and hope you enjoy. So for this toy line, I'm going to be starting with the smallest, and well, just the smallest figures first, through the bash and biters and the growlers that we collected so far. So all in all, I did give these guys like decent / good ratings, but since my opinions have changed over time, I might as well have to rethink which ones are still good and which ones have grown to be ones that are not really that good. So first, it's the Spinosaurus that I think I gave like a 6 out of 10. Now, looking back at it, I think I should probably give it like a 5.5 because of that likeness looking too weird looking. I don't know if I said something positive about that likeness, but I don't know. But I think said something about it. But looking back at it, it's just like, well, let's just say at least the paint job on the thing is still bland. But the new hybrid version they released has got a better paint job than this. So, give plus for that one, which is, well, the hybrid version. Got a new paint job, but I'm not sure I'm going to be buying that one. And this guy, I think I gave it high rating like a 9 out of 10. It still stay at that rating because it's still one of my favorite Jurassic World figures. Not going to say much about it, but this is one of my favorites still. And this is one I have not reviewed, but my little brother has, which is the Stegoceratops. I don't know what rating he must have gave it, but I might have to look back at it because, well, looking back at this figure, I haven't really owned it much, but this figure does look like a decent concept, and it's actually still pretty good to this day. But the hybrid version is actually much more better. So I don't know what rating I should probably get this, but I probably might get this like a 6.5 because, well, it's actually a nice concept in my opinion. Not gonna lie. And I think I gave this, I don't know, like a 6 or something. Wait, a 7. Yeah, I gave this one a 7. But looking back at this one, this is also a pretty good Jurassic World figure that I think I need to bump the rating a little bit higher for this one. So this really should have deserved an 8. Even though I think I said some things that are kind of wrong with this figure, but I'm giving this an 8. Because, well, this is a Pachycephalosaurus, crying out loud. I never even owned a Pachycephalosaurus, but this is my first, and it's one of my favorites. So, still there. And now the Raptors we already know. The Growler ones. I gave Echo a 7, Charlie a 7, and Blue an 8. But looking back at Charlie though, I think I should have gave a 6 because, well, somehow the detail went downhill compared to Echo and Blue. But all in all, I still like these Raptors, but it's just that I think they should have done better with this Raptor sculpt for Delta and Charlie, and the future hybrid Raptor for the new line. And the Ceratosaurus I gave, I think, like a 8 or 9, I forgot. Well, I think I gave it around a higher rating, but it deserves that rating because this is one of those figures that we should have gotten 14, 15 years ago. So now we're on the next set of figures, which is the vehicle versus dinosaur packs, which people will consider all the human and vehicle packs are the worst. Well, let's just say I will have to look back. Now with this set, I think I gave an 8 out of 10, which I should have rethought that this Pteranodon actually looks very, very, very ugly, but not entirely ugly, but I still like the sculpt unless they didn't sculpt the teeth in like that. I mean, for crying out loud, that thing, and like, really, Pteranodons like that don't really have teeth that stick out like that. This helicopter broke, by the way, because, well, we had it for such a long time, but the action feature decided to go be so damn chippy or very loose, it's chipped to piece. So, all in all, this set really should have got like a 6 out of 10 or a 5.5 in between those ratings. But this set is alright, but it's just that I think they could have done better. Now this set stays at a 7 out of 10 because, well, this gyrosphere and the human is one problem backing it down. But I do like the Indominus Rex, but it does have a bit of an inaccuracy with the horns, but I still like it nonetheless. But it stays at a 7 out of 10. And this stays at an 8 out of 10 because, well, genuinely, Mosasaurus is one of my favorite dinosaurs in Jurassic World, but the submarine is also crap. But still, I'd rather give these sets like, well, high ratings due only to their dinosaurs, not for the vehicles because, well, all the vehicles too damn small. So you already get the point. So now I'm done with those, and let's get on with the next set. And on to the next set, we got the Titan Raptors. Now, my little brother has already reviewed Raptor Blue, which is the repaint of Echo, so I'm not going to go too much about that one because it's the same as Echo. And I think I gave these figures high ratings, but I should be rethinking. But let's get to the first 3. I gave Echo here a 7 out of 10, mainly because I think the sculpting on this looks good. Well, the sculpting does look good, but if it had a Raptor claw, it would have been a lot better. But these things do have some issues, so, well, I'm probably gonna let this stay at its rating because, well, this is a 7, so it does look pretty neat, despite having to get repainted once, like over here, and it really just looks like the same damn thing without the Raptor claw, but it's got that darn action feature where you had that Jurassic World light up feature. Nah, that crappy gimmick. And there's Raptor Charlie, still one of my favorite Titan Raptor sculpts because it looks genuinely like a Velociraptor by head sculpt wise, but if it had a Raptor claw, it would have been much better. So this stays, or probably goes down at a 7. I don't want to make it stay at the 8 out of 10 rating, but I might want to put it right tied to Echo. And over time, I think I've already known that Delta, she's still a nice figure, but despite these damn things not getting toe claws, they're still alright, but they're not crappy, but they're just still bad. But it's just that they're not entirely crappy. But if we just want to go for, like, well, this is a 6 out of 10, by the way. If I want to go for these Raptors, but I won't call them Raptors. I'll call them, like, I don't know, discount Herrerasaurus that just got mutated and got larger. But that's just me. So that's the Titan Raptors. All of them, all in all, they have, well, no Raptor toe claw, but at least they're still nicely sculpted. And the last set of figures, which is the bigger dinosaurs, which is the T-Rexes and the Indominus Rex. Now, my thoughts have changed for, well, and for at least like these two apparently, not for Dominus Rex, but I'll go over my my thoughts of what I really think about these dang things. Now, Stop and Strike Rexy. Now, I've mentioned there is a T-Rex that, or better yet, there is a toy that I had traded just to get my JP3 figures back. This was the one. I was really dang serious to actually trade this figure that I rated an 8 out of 10, which I could have rated a little bit a lower rating due to the, well, due to that. There you go, the screw holes on its face. But, oh no, this thing still looks nice. It's that I think they could have done better without putting them dang screw holes in the face, but they didn't do it with this for some reason. So, oh no, I think I should give this rating a 7 out of 10. This thing still looks nice, but it could have been better in my opinion. Nah, Chompy, sorry. I meant Chopping Rex. The Chopping Rex, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. This dang thing I gave a 7 out of 10, which I shouldn't have gave that rating because I don't know what was going on with me at that point. Saying that I thought the likeness looked a little bit accurate. Well, looking back at it, it does kind of look like that, but if the dang thing didn't have a dislocated jaw, I mean, I've already said that I think this one looks like crap before the Stomp and Strike T-Rex got ever initially released. And the action feature was obviously that, well, obviously this thing just didn't work that much because now it's loose. But they did fix this later on, which I don't understand why Hasbro waited to the last minute to fix this dang thing. Also, I did paint up the eye. Well, now every time I try to fix it, but I was like, you know, let's leave it at to this glowing dead, no pupil eye. It'll kind of be a nice concept for a series that I might make. So this thing, I might get the official rating like a 6.5 or a 6 or around that point. Still looks like a nice sculpt with all the sculpting and stuff, but it's just that it could have been a lot better. But hey, at least on the bright side, it don't have no screw holes. And the last dinosaur, we got the Indominus Rex, which I gave an 8 out of 10. It stays at that rating because it's still a nice looking sculpt, nonetheless. Being all around pretty good with the good action features and stuff like that. It's actually pretty good, but over time I think this thing actually kind of corroded, and during filming of Jurassic World Operation Murder with the T-Rex and Indominus Rex fight, Quintrell accidentally broke the damn neck. But the biggest problem overall with this darn thing is its legs are loose as hell. Like literally it's loose and I don't like them at all. But hey, this thing still gets at a good rating, so yeah. And hopefully, if I ever wanted to, I might get the new Hybrid Rex, which is, I think does look like a nice figure still. But hey, all in all, I think the thing didn't have no loose legs, but might still have standing issues. So yeah. Now, that's all for those figures. So all in all, these toys, well, Jurassic World stuff, they all have their problems. They all have a lot of flaws, but it's alright, but it does not beat Jurassic Park 3 or Jurassic Park 2 or 1. It does not beat Kenner or Hasbro's previous attempts at getting good figures. It does not beat any of that stuff. So now, I've already had to rethink my thoughts. This toy line is not horrible, but it has a lot of flaws. And I still had to like a few of them. Because, well, only a few of them are good, but most of them I have to change my thoughts because, well, mostly I had to rethink and realize that these toys are not the best. They're not the best in quality, but they do have a lot of texture and detail in most of them, but less of them have less of that detail and stuff because they all have crappy quality. And so, yeah, there you go. So that's my thoughts for the Jurassic World stuff. Oh no, I think this line is alright. It's not that entirely incredible like the previous lines, and it definitely did not meet my expectations of beating the Jurassic Park 3 stuff. Because, well, oh no, that stuff was actually pretty much playable compared to this stuff. And anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I see you guys later. And obviously, I probably won't be getting that Stop and Strike T-Rex back because, well, hey, I don't give a shit.